What's up? Today I am going to show you how to glue a rod together. I got one right here that I've already done. And then, so today I'm going to show you how to actually glue one together. This one I just have dry fitted together right now. I'm going to take it apart. I got the winding seat, the rod blank, the foregrip, the reel seat, the arbor, and the rear grip. Okay, to start this, I'm going to go ahead and mix up some epoxy. I got a 2-part epoxy. It's a 5-minute epoxy. I'm going to start with my resin. We're going to put just probably about a quarter-size dot on here. And then I'm going to do the same with the hardener. I use about the same amount of each. Then I got a little popsicle stick I'm going to mix them up with. So we'll start by putting a little bit of glue inside the rear grip. And just let a little drizzle down in there. And then I'll also put some on the arbor. Make sure we get it good and glued in there. The arbor here makes it so there's strength inside of your rear grip, so your rear grip won't snap off on you when you're trying to fight a fish. Just gives it some extra strength. Clean up this extra glue around here. Okay, and then we're gonna get ready to put the reel seat on. So I'll put some glue on the tape here and make sure the tape and the arbor have glue on it so they bond together. And then I'm going to put some around the tape. And I'll do it the same with the... I put this tape on here earlier. I didn't think anybody wants to see a video on how to tape an arbor up. But you just keep putting it on and you keep fitting your arbor until your arbor is tight and it slides over there nicely. So now we're going to put the arbor on, or the reel seat on. And I put the screws, the threads, towards the bottom. So when you screw your reel on, you're screwing it up. And then when we start slipping this over here, I kind of turn it and I try to keep the glue running down so it doesn't get up on those threads. And then once you get to the end of the tape, you can kind of tilt it up and that glue falls right inside there. And then do the same with the bottom one. Kind of nice and slow so I ain't getting it on the threads. got it all inside there. And I press it all the way down so the real seat is sitting right up against the rear grip. And then I got a can of acetone here so I can clean up the glue that I get around the rear grip so it doesn't look sloppy. Got a little bit of acetone on the rag here, and we'll go ahead and just wipe up the extra glue. Make it look nice. Okay, next we're going to put the foregrip on. So I'll put a little glue on the top side of the arbor. You can put a little extra so when you have it sitting up drying, it'll actually drip down and glue more of the arbor into the tape we have in there. So then you just slide this on. Oh, plus I reamed out these holes to the size of the arbor earlier today, both in the foregrip and in the rear grip. Then when I'm putting this on, I just give her a little turn. Keep turning it. So, and then another reason for that tape is it keeps everything all centered. So it's all centered around, so your real seat is centered around your rear grip, and then it also centers your real seat on your foregrip. So that's all glued together. This epoxy, it's a 5-minute epoxy, so it does set up kind of quick, so you kind of gotta move quickly when you're doing this. So again, I'll make sure I have the tape and the blank glued together. And then we can go ahead and slide this in. Now you're going to get a little glue around the top of your foregrip when you do this. That's okay, because we got to put the winding check on there. So I just try to get the excess off, but leave a little bit on for your winding check. And then we can clean the extra glue off after we get the winding check on. In the winding check, they're little rubber pieces. They come in kits. They got different sizes. I have pretty much the smallest one for these tiny rods. I got bigger ones for when I build my bass rods and stuff. And then you just press that down on there, and it just makes it look so it's nice and there's no like rough edges on there. And then I take my acetone and I'll clean up around here. And that's that. And then I just like to set it on a flat surface. I'm going to set mine on the floor, but I'll set it so it stands straight up like that. And I normally let them dry overnight before I start tying guides on. If you're in a hurry, you can wait about a half hour and you should be good to go to tie guides on, but I just like to let them sit and dry real good. I'm gonna make another video to tie on the guides to show you guys how that's done. First we'll do the tip though, so I'll do a video on the tip, And then I'll do a video on how we put the guides on, tie those on and wrap them with the thread. And then we'll do one more on coating them. So if you like this video, just hit the follow, like button, share, and y'all have a blessed day and happy Thanksgiving.